All right, hello. I've been putting this off for a long time because I've been lazy and busy with work and school, blah blah blah, whatever other excuses I could say. Um, so as far as updates go, I've sold the E36, which will come as a surprise to some people and not a surprise to the few people that know that. I sold it a while ago. I broke even pretty much with what I put into it and what I sold it for. I didn't really make that much money on it, but it was fun nonetheless, and I had fun, and it's going to someone who will enjoy it as well, so that's good. But I have a replacement. I got it while I had the E36, but I haven't really made any videos. I've been lazy, but I have been working on it. So I guess it's time to show you. Some people know what it is, some people won't, but I'll show you right now. So it is a 1987 BMW 325 IS. It's a coupe, E30 model. If you want to know by its model name, whatever. Some people care, some people don't. It's in a bronze beige colorway. I got it. It is completely stock except for these really atrocious wheels that the last guy put on it, but those will go soon enough. So it's an early model E30. It has the Euro bumpers, or not the Euro bumpers, the US, people call them paddle boards because it looks like you can, or diving boards because it looks like you can jump off of it, but those are gonna go for sure. But yeah, it's really not in bad shape. The paint honestly isn't too bad. The clear coat is the only thing that's awful on this car. It's peeling off in some places, but the body is super square. No rust on the outside. If you heard, I said outside because there is a little bit of tiny bit of rust, and I'll show you that. But it's gutted. I took everything out. There's a lot of random bits and stuff in here. I'm gonna insert a video right now. Here's the E30. I already kind of started taking some stuff apart, but the body's in pretty good shape. Paint, it's got some bad clear coats peeling off in places here and there, but overall it's not too bad. The interior, the front seats are literally the only super bad problem, and this one doesn't move back and forth, but it is a 5-speed. It's got the M steering wheel, but it's kind of cracking. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Spares right there. I already took a bunch of stuff off. These wheels suck, so they gotta go soon. But it needs a new battery, and it needs a fuel pump, and then I'm pretty sure it'll crank up. But overall, it's not too bad. It's pretty nice looking. And that video was showing how I got the car, when I first got the car. This is how it looks now. Everything is out of it, except for the seat, carpet, everything, all the interior pieces except for those 2 door cards in the dash. That's it. So it looks in bad shape, but it's really not. This car is pretty nice, and it's super square all around. I've done some stuff to it already, and yes, all this stuff goes back in place, and the interior is fine, except for these seats. I need new seats in the front and in the back, and that's it. I have my carpet already. I needed a new carpet because the back, or the original carpet that came with the car was beige, and so it was super stained up and dirty, and I tried to pressure wash it and clean it, stuff wouldn't come out. So I'm gonna do a black interior swap, and hopefully I can get this thing looking real nice. So I've got a new dashboard already. It's cracked right here. Sitting in the garage, a new carpet. I really need new seats. I've already done some small things here and there. Pedals, I had to get a new pedal assembly for the clutch because it wasn't working right, and I had to fab up a little bracket. You probably won't be able to see it, but I welded on a little bracket for the sensor that's there. I think it's either some kind of sensor or switch, but either way, it's working really good now. The car does start and it drives, but There's one bad thing about it, is the transmission is not in good shape. Every gear feels perfectly fine, but I can't put it into reverse. It's something internal of the transmission. I don't know what exactly it is. It might be a broken shifter fork. Maybe that's why this car ended up for sale in the first place. But that's pretty much the biggest problem on this car. I have driven it around quite a bit. I have some videos of me driving around. If I find some, I'll insert them right here. If not, I'll keep talking. This car does overheat after a little bit. Like, it takes a while for it. I can see the temperatures start to rise a little bit, but it's not too bad. It doesn't overheat a lot. But when I noticed that, I did decide that I'm gonna redo the whole cooling system. So got to do a whole cooling flush. I'm gonna do new head gasket, all that stuff, the whole 9 yards, just to get it ready. I also have BCs for it. I did buy BCs. I'll walk to the garage in a little bit and show you all the new stuff I have for it, but they're extreme lows, so this thing is going to be pretty low on the ground, but I think it'll be fun. For the E30s, the only thing that sucks is their welding. I've done a little bit of welding, but you have to weld these into the existing kind of like bottoms of your struts, or shocks, I guess you would say, shocks and struts, because it's not, there's only true coils in the front. In the rear, it's kind of like a strut and a shock separate, but you have to cut the old ones off and weld it in, which isn't too bad. I think I'll be able to do it. As far as other things that need to be worked on, besides changing the interior, which isn't too big of a deal, I think what I'm gonna do is completely rip out all this old sound deadening and try and see if I can reuse the foam backing on the carpet. Let me see if I can go show you real quick. So I do have the old carpet in here. So this is the old carpet, and as you can see, it's got all this foam, which is good for sound deadening. Also keeps it in place and doesn't let it slip around. This is good. The only thing is, on the new carpet I have, which is really nice, it doesn't have this foam. I don't think there's going to be an easy way for me to take this foam off of the carpet and put it on. I think my options may be to see as much carpet as I can take off and maybe place the black carpet on top. We'll see how it goes. I'm not 100% sure, but besides that, the outside is really nice. Need new headlights and tail lights. Obviously the paint, not too good, but here's probably the worst part in the whole car, which isn't that much, is this panel right here. It's got some rust. It hasn't gotten any worse since I've gotten the car, which is good, but this does for sure need to be fixed, and I think I will be able to. This panel right here is pretty much the firewall. The engine's right next to it, and it's not too bad. This is literally the extent of the rust right here. So I think I'll be able to cut this out and weld in, you know, a little sheet of metal, and I think it'll be fine. So right now I can't start it because I was working on the transmission, but it does start and run, like I said. But yeah, I was working on the transmission. I did a full like shifter rebuild kit, so took the whole shifter apart, shifter mechanism, took all the bushings out. I did all that work, got on the car and did all that stuff, dropped the transmission a little bit, and I was going to replace the transmission, you know, take it out and then put a new one in. And when I go to take it out, I didn't realize it, but I need a special like Torx bit, and I've been lazy, like I said, so I haven't gotten in, I haven't taken it out yet, but I'm ready to, because I think I'll just put a whole new one in. I don't know about, I can go to somewhere to rebuild it, but it might just be easier to find one and put a totally new one in. I don't know, I still gotta decide on it. But yeah, I need a new steering wheel. I found some people that do good jobs with rewrapping them. I really don't want to go aftermarket just because I like the way this steering wheel looks. But yeah, besides that, small things like new headliner. I'm gonna do all black interior. Of course, new wheels, new brakes, rotors. I'm going to do a custom exhaust system. I'm gonna order some headers very soon. I want to take the engine out And I think it'll be easier to take the transmission out too if I just take them both out at the same time. Because the headers that are on there right now, let me open the hood real quick. So, yes, it opens like this if you don't know about E30s. This is stock. This isn't like a aftermarket kind of thing. But yeah, I need new headers. These are all super rusted. I've tried to take them off, but it's just ridiculously hard to get to unless you kind of take it out. But a lot of space to work on these cars. M20 engine, inline 6. It really doesn't I don't know. I think like I don't remember the exact number, but maybe it's like 150, 140 horsepower stock. But you know, after a while, these engines go down because they lose their horsepower from sitting. But it does run strong. There's a little bit of lifter tick, which is normal on these cars. But it just is what it is. You know, I don't know. This car definitely won't be like a super amazing, like restored, perfect condition when I'm done with it. But I do want to try and do a lot of this stuff myself. I really want to paint it. I think, in my opinion, I think it would look good painted. I want to paint the engine bay. I want to do this stuff myself. I just haven't made my mind up yet. If you think I should paint it or maybe do a re-clear of it, let me know. And if you do think I should paint it, let me know what color, because I have some colors in my head, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Also, I need to remove these tints on this car. It's got like super old tints and they're like purple and crusty. They need to come off. But yeah, that's about it. Took all the badges off. It did have the badges and stuff. I took them off. They were fading. I already have new ones. This front bumper, lower bumper needs to get repainted for sure. Overall, it's super good. No dings or dents, except I just noticed this one right in the door. I spoke too soon. But besides that, yeah, it's super square all around. It's really nice. And I think it's going to be fun. Let me know what you think I should do to it. I have an idea in my head of what I want to accomplish out of it. So I'm in the garage right now. Don't mind the mess. This is all the parts from the car, literally everything. The whole thing was stock, so I have all the parts right here in these buckets, in some boxes, and I also have the rear seats and all those other panels and stuff like that in the attic as well. This is the carpet over here. As you can tell, it's just the carpeting. It's super dusty because it's just been sitting here and stuff like that. But it's not too bad, you know. It is what it is. I'm going to put floor mats over it anyways. It's better than the other one, and that's what matters. But it doesn't have the foam and anything. It's just super thin. I think it honestly might work if it just goes over the original carpeting. So I think that's fine. I'll try and get as much as the original carpeting off as I can. I have my dash right there. And then this is what a lot of people are going to be interested about are these, my BC coilovers, extreme lows. Pretty expensive, but they're like, you know, the best you can get, honestly, for what they're worth, $1,000. And you get some really good coilovers, a lot of adjustment. And like I said, they are the extreme lows, so I can drop it. I don't remember the exact number, but this thing is going to be low. Like, I need it to be low. That's what I'm hoping for. So as far as updates, that's pretty much all I got. Unless you didn't know my hair was blonde. Well, it was pink before, but it's all grown out and it's kind of washed away. But, yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, you know, you want to let me know what you think I should do, or you want to give me some insight, let me know. I'll appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to try and make more videos, get some more parts in. People really like E30. There's a big aftermarket support for them, and they're kind of turning into a classic car. Those cars are like, what? It's over 30 years old. So, it's antique, I guess you would say. In Florida, it's considered an antique. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best, you know, keep up with it. I really enjoy this car. It turns a lot of heads, and I think it's fun. So Let me know what you think I should do. If there's any parts you think I should look at, I'm definitely gonna get some headers soon to custom exhaust. But first, I really need a transmission. I'm still on the hunt for a good transmission. So if you know anyone that's selling, or trying to get rid of a 5-speed transmission for M20B engine, let me know. Holler at your boy. I'm trying to get one in there. So let me know. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. See ya.